sorry for the technical issue. You know, with Wi-Fi connected devices, you never know. So now we are on a different network. Hopefully this one will work. So we were talking about, again, Isabel, welcome, because I'm probably gonna have to delete the other one because we were in for like a couple of minutes. So thank you, Isabel, for having me today at the San Diego Community Training Center in beautiful downtown San Diego. We're in a great facility, very centrally located, very easy to get here. But before we start talking about the center, you know that I always like to talk about the people that I interview, their backgrounds and stuff. I have met Isabel for a few years now because we are both passionate about the Hispanic business community, and we have been contributing to the growth and development from different fronts, but at the end of the day, it's the same mission, the same passion. We both love the small businesses, and I think that's probably why you have been involved in the Hispanic business community, helping, you know, providing access to resources and stuff. So Isabel, welcome. Thank you for having us. And before we, like I said, before we start talking about the center, I just asked you before we got disconnected a little bit about your background. So you were telling us that you are originally from Mexicali.
Mexicali, Baja California.
When did you move to San Diego?
I was very young. I was as a kid. I was probably 12 or 13 years old when I moved here to San Diego.
So you studied here when you moved here?
Yes. Yeah. So I started, I think it was like the end of middle school and continued on into high school and so on and so forth.
And after you graduated from high school, what did you do?
I studied business administration, in concentration in human resources.
There you go. So that's probably where you had that passion for small businesses and stuff.
Right.
So, and what was your first job?
I actually wanted to become an attorney, but you know.
Interesting.
Yes. So I started working for an attorney, and I experienced that phase of, you know, being in the environment. Just didn't think it was for me. I was just too much in an office with paperwork, and I actually wanted to be involved more, talking to people, getting to know people, learning, and also use it, you know, as personal growth. So I was offered the opportunity to start working for a vocational 2001 maybe, 2002. I started working as a receptionist, and then from there moved my way up to career services coordinator at that time.
And that's when you started to feel more passionate about the human resources industry
and stuff. And so what happened is I started building relationship with employers to hire our students after graduation. So that's how I started getting involved in the community to bring in companies to hire our students.
You know, we usually have a lot of business owners watching these interviews, but we also have professionals that watch these interviews. And I was just thinking when you said, like, I moved my way up, is there anything that would you advise to anyone who's just probably starting in a new position and stuff? Like how was your process from where you were when you started at the company and moving up? Like, what were some of the things that you did to get, you know, to climb the ladder?
Well, definitely, one of the things is, you know, if they needed, in the office, I started as a receptionist. So if they needed a copy, you know, I was the first one saying, okay, I'll make the copy, you know, always going the extra mile, like we say. Volunteering here and there, different organizations, getting to know companies, doing businesses with companies, helping companies itself, you know, Facebook, social media, you know, you start developing that relationship there, and people start getting to know you. You start building that relationship in social media, and so, you know, people will recognize you or will remind or remember about you when they see you on social media.
Every time that someone talks about internet or social media and stuff in these shows, like, I really try to dig a little more into that, because that's has been my flag, since 2008. That's the thing that I've been trying to promote in the business community, the importance of using the internet and the importance of using all these tools for your own benefit and for the benefit of your business. And in this case, you were saying that you were using social media to help you grow your career.
Yes.
And that's pretty cool.
And it wasn't only for my career, it was personally staying in contact with people that sometimes we don't have time to visit and stuff. So it was just more like a hello, remind you this is what I'm doing. Don't forget events, a lot of events happening online. So every time I will see an event happening, it was like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna make time. And again, it was more but cultivating that relationship, keeping it. So it's very important, and not only again in my career, but also for our students, which it was my goal to put the student to work at the end of the program.
So don't be social media shy, because it is important, especially these days, to acknowledge the importance of all these tools, and also be open-minded to try to learn how to use them, because you can give access to access to all these tools, but if you don't know how to use them, it's like if I give you a computer and you don't know how to turn it on, you don't know how to use the software that is inside the computer, and then you will say, this is a piece of garbage and I cannot use it for anything. So it is important that you are always learning new ways to become more competitive in the marketplace, not just for yourself, but for your business and in general. And it sounds like that's something that you've been doing.
Yes.
Successfully.
Thank you, and with your help, as well, because it's every time you have an event, I'm always there. Like there,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I think you attended the first Latino I Connect. That was 3-4 years ago. Yeah. And
and I took your workshop, the social media.
The social media work, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and with technology and with that kind of education, or with those tools, you always have to be learning, because even like Facebook probably updates the platform like every other month. It feels like.
Well, I think they just updated it. It's different the way you get notifications now.
So it's important. So you grew your career on human resources and stuff, and how did you end up in this project?
Again, building the relationships, the networking, cultivating those relationships that you're building along the way. I actually happen to know the CEO of the company that I'm at right now for about 15 years plus.
Oh, wow.
And he had an investor, and they invited me to be part of this project, and he thought it was a great opportunity for me professionally, and we were able to work together, and that's how I was invited to be part of this.
That's awesome.
This company.
So the center started operations earlier this year, and now they're about to get the first group of students to complete the program. Can you tell us a little bit more about the certification that they get? It's a pharmacist?
It's a pharmacy technician program.
Pharmacy technician program.
Yes.
That's the first one that they have right now.
Yes, that's it's the program that we're offering now. We have our first group of students graduating or going into externship, where they'll usually go and it will be at a pharmacy approved institute.
Like within a network? Is that
within
how it
a
works?
network,
Yeah.
our network. There is liability contracts that we have to have with the pharmacy in order for our student to go there and practice what we say an externship. So the externship is for 160 hours. It's about a month, but before that they stay here in school, learning how to calculate dosage and what you need to do in a pharmacy environment. So they're actually we're prepping them to go on externship, go through the interview process, see what how far they're willing to drive to accommodate the externship better for the students' needs and the employer as well.
Isabel was so kind enough to give me a little tour of the facilities, and I got to see the lab. And I think it's very important when you are going through a process like this, that you have your hands-on training, you know, because once you make it to the market, you already have that expertise, and
Right.
It's pretty cool what you guys have back here. So how long does it take to from start to end to complete the program?
It's a 5-month program. They complete 4 months here in the classroom setting, in the laboratory as well, getting their hands-on training, and then we send them for a month to the pharmacy, a site that it's approved to receive students for externship. And then once they complete the 160 hours, the month that they have to complete at the site, then they officially graduate. And once they graduate from the program, they receive a pharmacy technician license approved to work here in the California state.
In California. And
Mhm.
that license is active for how long?
For 2 years,
2
and then
years.
they have to renew.
Renew and go through like a mini program, I guess, to
I-
renew, or is it
they-
again 5 months
It's
training?
they will get a notification saying, you know, it's about to expire, it's like your driver license.
Okay,
So then you renew your California.
your California. And what's the average salary of technician?
Based on the labor department, it's actually listed on their website as well. Entry-level position starts at $19 an hour.
$19 an hour. It's not that bad,
It's not
you know,
bad.
especially about, like, I saw some of the students back there, and they're fairly young, so I mean, if this is their first job, it's a great hourly rate,
It is.
19 hours. And also, like, it looks like it's an exciting thing to do, because you're like mixing things and
Well, you saw right now that we're
Yeah.
mixing creams, and
Creams.
you know they're getting excited, you know, getting their hands on an actual instrument of mixing the dosage and all that stuff. So that we're creating lotions, I believe. Right now.
And what's kind of like what would you say is like the perfect profile of someone interested in becoming a pharmacist technician?
Well, it's 18 years and up.
Okay.
High school graduate. It is required by the California.
So high
state.
school graduate.
High school graduate.
It's a requirement.
It is a requirement in a clean background. They do get a life scan done in order for them to receive the pharmacy technician license. So they will get their fingerprints done. Clean background.
Clean background. Okay. And what's the minimum amount of students that you take in one class?
Right now we have about 6 students. We're fairly new, but the classroom is set up for 14 students, one instructor.
14 students, one instructor. Okay. And you were telling me that you are open right now for enrollment?
We are open for enrollment.
Until what was the deadline?
We have a new class starting on August 23rd.
August 23rd, so that's like 12 days or so from now. So how can they enroll? If someone is interested in taking the program, how can they enroll?
They can reach out to me.
Okay.
I will definitely be glad to invite them over to see the facility.
Okay, we're gonna make sure that we put your contact information on the video. Okay.
And again, you know, be more than happy to show them the facility.
And can they also like enroll online? Because I went to your website and I noticed that you guys have a contact form.
We do, and I get those requests through my email, and I reach out, which is www.sdct. Hold on, let me go back. sdctrainingcenter.com.
SDC
And there is a section that says information or request information, and fill it out with your email. I get those requests through my email.
We're gonna make sure that we put the website and Isabel's contact information. I think it would be super cool if someone is not 100% sure about this opportunity to come here, talk to you, take a little tour of the facility, and I'm pretty sure you can give them a little more information than the one that is on the website to help them to take an informed decision. But I guess this is really cool for someone that like chemistry, that like
Math.
math, chemistry, math, and also it's not it doesn't feel like it's that job where you have to do the same every day. I mean, every recipe has its own components, it has its own mix to
Right.
to the picture. So I think it's very exciting.
It is, and the environment you get to deal, it all depends on what, not just working in a pharmacy, you, as a pharmacy technician, you can actually go different ways. Call center, pharmacy, hospitals, insurance
that's true.
companies. I mean, not just, something at a pharmacy, making pills or prescriptions. So, it's a wide range of positions that you can have as a pharmacy
As
technician.
a pharmacy technician. And I'm glad that you mentioned hospitals, because there is a lack of candidates for a lot of positions that are available right now in all the different hospitals that are in the county and in California. So I'm glad that you mentioned that, because you are not just gonna be looking for a position with CVS, but
Right.
you can also look at a position within the network of hospitals and clinics all across the state, and find something that is gonna be a good fit for you and your family. If you have, like you wanna take your parents and stuff with you, or your wife, etc. So that's pretty good to know.
Yes,
For
and
them
it's,
to know.
yes, and it's pharmaceutical, so anything that is related with the pharmacy, I mean, they can work
They
in
can
that
work in-
environment.
And just like Isabel said, $19 is like the starting point. But I guarantee you that some hospitals may be paying more just because they don't have enough people to work in those areas.
Right.
And it's just a matter of probably gaining some experience, in a low entry or a small, slow pace pharmacy, and then you go into a hospital where you're gonna be like mixing and creating all these drugs in on a daily basis. And I was just thinking that trying to do math, because think about it, like how many patients are in Sharp right now, or Scripps, or that's like hundreds and hundreds, and they all have to take all
Right.
these different pills throughout the day. So those guys must be super busy mixing and creating.
Mixing and creating and receiving and giving prescriptions, the medicine and all that stuff, so.
The other thing that I like about here is like they just don't certify you, but they also kind of like get your foot into the marketplace. They even have some computers here where you can, fill out or create your resume and send it over to different hospitals and pharmacies and stuff. And it's pretty good to know that you have everything under one roof, and then people that are familiarized with the industry, and someone with HR expertise to guide you through the process. So it's not just like, oh, here's your certificate, and vaya con Dios, huh?
Yes, and that's pretty much what makes us different. It's, we assist you with the resume writing, we assist you with the interview techniques. We, in other ways, it sounds a little straightforward, but we set up the interview for you. So we send you, of course, you have to present yourself for the interview and do your best to sell yourself. But we do the initial contact. We call the company and we say we have so-and-so available. They just completed the program and now they have their pharmacy technician license to work here in California, and we send you for the interview. So we pretty much set up the interview for the student with the employer. So we match the employer with the student.
That's pretty cool. And I still think that besides that, having someone that has been involved in the HR or in HR for so long, I mean, you can always give them like pointers and stuff for the interviews, like, hey, do this, don't do that.
Yes.
Try to focus on these, and I know you, so your fortes are these are your strengths, so try to capitalize on that. And just to think like a starting position with $19 an hour, it's pretty
really
decent.
good.
It's pretty decent. It's really good, and I think all those people that are thinking about switching careers because they're not happy with what they're doing, I mean, they can always give this a try. And how much does it cost to enroll and go through the process? Because maybe some people are thinking like, oh my God, super expensive. Or
Right.
what's the cost of the program?
The cost of the program is $4,925.
Okay.
And for us, we see it as an investment.
Oh, completely.
And, you know,
You
like
get a
were
good job, you
saying-
get that back in a month.
Right.
Or maybe in 2 weeks if you end up.
And not only that, but if you're already a professional and looking to do like a part-time position in the evening
Exactly.
or anything like that, this is a great opportunity for you to do that as well, not just for students graduating recently from high school, but someone that is looking to get into healthcare per se, and this could be a good part-time position on top of what you're already doing during the day.
Definitely. No, and it's just like you said, like whoever is interested in the healthcare industry, I think this is a great opportunity because of what it represents and the opportunities that are available in the marketplace. That's amazing. Anything else that you would like to add, Isabel?
No, just let me know if they have any questions,
Okay.
if they wanna come see the facility, if you just wanna come and network, see how we can help each other, I'm up for that as well.
Yeah, I highly recommend you that you visit the website and schedule a tour with Isabel because like we said in Spanish, de la vista no se enamora. So you can take a look at the facility, the lab, the computer lab, the rooms, meet the staff, learn a little bit more about the profession, and they can answer any questions that you may have, and that will facilitate you to take your decision whether or not if this is something that it is for you or not. So thank you very much, Isabel.
Thank you, David.
For having us. Congratulations on opening the business and getting the licenses and stuff, because I know how complicated that is, especially in California, and especially if you are in the healthcare industry. And I wish you guys a lot of success, and I know that you're gonna be adding new programs, so please keep us posted so we can share the new certifications that you have available. And again, if you have any questions, please contact Isabel.
Thank you.
And come to the center. Thank you very much for watching us. Thank you,
Thank
Isabel,
you.
for having us.
Thank you, David.
It's a
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming.
Bye guys, have a nice day.